Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from TOPBEN. This is their native 1080p home theater projector, and it features Bluetooth 5.2 dual band Wi-Fi, screen mirroring for your devices such as your phones or tablets, and much, much more. We're going to dig into this now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the first thing I want to mention is when you get it out of the box, it comes in a full backpack. It's a zippered backpack. You can see you've got your straps here for your shoulders. You do have a carrying handle as well. And it's a nice zippered backpack that's going to hold everything in place if you need to store this or if you need to take it somewhere else. It's going to make this a little bit more portable for you. So it's awesome that TOPBEN includes this with the projector. Okay, so once you get everything out of the carry case slash backpack that they give you, there is a user guide that we'll take a look at. It's in multiple languages, so you don't have to worry about English being your first language. But they do have some specs here that I do want to show you, and I want to cover some of the highlights of this. Of course, it's a native 1080p with 4K support playback. Does have intelligent autofocus, a fully sealed optical engine, which means no dust can get inside. It's not going to have any black spots for your screen. You do have Bluetooth and also Wi-Fi on here, dual band Wi-Fi, a 50% zoom function, and others as well. So come back to that point in the video if you need to check it out. Now they do give you a thank you card here and some cleaning supplies for cleaning the projector itself. We do get a full HDMI cable here so that you can hook up a laptop, or you can hook up a game console or a Blu-ray player or whatever you would like via HDMI. Now, they do give us a legacy audio video cable here, so you're going to have older devices that use red and white for audio and yellow for video, like maybe an old VCR or something like that. You can hook those up as well. We do get a standard two-prong to two-prong power adapter for the TOPBEN projector, and that means that the power supply is inside the unit, making this very easy to just carry this small cable for power. We do get a full-featured remote control here. You do have all of your normal functions, such as your power, your navigation wheel here with your OK button, your home, your back, menu. You do have your volume up, volume down, and of course mute. And then you have an F negative and an F positive here, and that is for the electronic focus, which I will show you in just a moment. So you do have that as well. It takes two AAA batteries that are not included, so just make sure that you have a few on hand. Last little thing in here is a leveler, and this is going to screw into the bottom here if you're going to have this on a flat surface, and you can get a better angle if you need to, which is nice to have if you're not going to ceiling mount it or something like that. Now looking at this, you can see we've got this retractable door here to cover the lens. And again, we have a totally sealed optical engine on this, so you're not going to have to worry about dust getting in or anything like that. But of course, you do need to protect it from scratches. You have an IR port on the front, and you also have your ports on the back and your two-prong plug-in for power on that side. Now looking at our ports, we have a full HDMI port, we have our audio video input port, we do have an aux port for wired headphones or speakers, and we do have two full USB ports as well for maybe a USB drive or something like that. Now on the top here, we've got these flat capacitive touch buttons, and they light up blue as well, so they're easy to find at night. And of course, these are going to give you all the functions that you would get out of the remote control, but if you're right next to the unit, they're very easy to get to. Now on the bottom here, we do have a hole at the bottom there for the leveler, but you see several other holes for different types of mounts. If you're going to ceiling mount this or tripod mount this, you can do that, but you do have 4 separate feet on the bottom that is going to keep this securely in place if you're going to use this in a desktop configuration. So that's the unboxing. Let's get into the main interface. Okay, so taking a look at the main interface, on the left-hand side, you're going to see a Bluetooth speaker button here. Whether you have Bluetooth devices connected, your AV input, your HDMI input. Along the top, we have AirPlay and Mirrorcast. So if you have iOS or Android, either an iPad or a tablet or phone, you'll be able to mirror that through those functions there. And then video, pictures, music, and even a built-in WPS Office suite if you need to do documents and things like that. Now along the top here, you're going to also notice that we do have our time, whether we're connected via Wi-Fi, whether we have a USB drive installed or inserted, and I do, and also a cogwheel here to take us to our settings. Now checking out settings here, you can see we have Wi-Fi settings, and this supports 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz networks, so you'll get that fast 5G connection if you happen to have a 5G Wi-Fi at your house. Now I'm connected to mine, which is 5G currently, and we are ready to go. Now under here we have Bluetooth settings, and this is where we can add an accessory, and it's two-way Bluetooth, meaning I can add speakers to this and hear what's playing on the projector from the speakers, or I can hook something up and I can actually play music from, say, my phone to the speakers that are built in to the projector. So that's pretty cool as well. So you've got all of those options here for Bluetooth, and that is a great thing to have as well. Now in About, we can check out our version numbers here, our software version. The model number is K8, and our system version, so that's the information that you get there. We can do a full factory reset here. We can also do our date settings and do automatic date and time, or set it manually if we want to. And we can do 24-hour format or a 12-hour format, depending on what you would like. In language settings, we've got a ton of different languages we can go through. If English isn't your first language, they've got you covered there, so you are set up in language settings. Local system updates can be done via USB. If there are any that come out, you can check them out here. And then in projection image settings, this is where some cool stuff happens. We have install mode, which is going to allow us to do this at front desktop or maybe upside down if we're going to do a ceiling mount. We have multi-directional auto correction, which means all your keystones will be electronically corrected, and your horizontal, vertical auto correction, autofocus, and autofocus once powered on. I leave all these on, and the reason is because every time you turn it on, it'll automatically focus for you, and it'll automatically adjust your keystone for you. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to touch the remote. So this is very, very nice to have built in. Again, your install mode here can be rear desktop, front ceiling, rear ceiling, depending on how you're going to mount or install your projector. And speaking of focusing, now if I use the F plus and F minus right from the remote control, you can see I can focus and dial this in so that it's perfectly in focus for me right from the remote control. Also, having the auto keystone on is great. Once you get it set up, it pretty much just adapts to whatever you're projecting, and you're good to go. Okay, so I'm going to hook up via Mirrorcast here because I have an Android phone, and I do want to point out at this point in the video, if you look at all the corners of the screen, they're razor sharp, and I like that about this projector, and it's something that I look for in all projectors to see if you get fuzzy corners or anything like that. TOPBEN did a great job on the image clarity of this projector. So here we are, and we are now set up with my S23 Ultra, and you can see that screen mirroring works very well over that 5 gigahertz band of Wi-Fi there. Fast and fluid, going through things and scrolling through. I don't have any problems at all with this. You could easily watch movies, play games streamed from your phone. Now, if you want to watch copy-protected content such as Amazon Prime or Netflix, you're going to need to add something like a Fire Stick or a Roku directly into the HDMI to get that done. But other than that, this works out really well. As you can see here, no problems whatsoever with streaming. Okay, for file playback, I have a 4K file on a USB stick here, and I am going to go over and select that file. It's Spider-Man Remastered, played on PC, captured in 4K, so I'll let you have a look and a listen of the quality.
Now for listener emails. May from Queens writes, "You're so full of anger and I wish you'd get help managing it. It's terrible for your health." Now I know this is from a place of concern, but this is a common misconception that I have to correct. I'm not full of anger. I'm full of love. I call out injustice, corruption, and crimes against humanity because I adore this city and I want it to be better. What you hear in my voice, it's nothing but love.
Officers respond. We have a kidnapping in progress. Reported location is near the theater district.
Got an algorithm in the suit that can extrapolate where the kidnappers might have gone.
Okay, so there we go. That's the quality on the game capture that I got from my PC, and it looks really good. Again, sharp visuals, good colors, and you can go in here and you can set things like auto playing, looping, video subtitles, picture settings. We can go in here, and as you can see, I have everything on default, standard across the board, just to give you an idea what it's like out of the box. But we can change the color temperature, and we can also change the picture modes here to add other things, change the brightness, contrast, saturation, and so forth. So if we go into vivid, you can see it gets a little bit brighter there. The contrast is bumped up a little bit more. They have a game mode and an energy saving mode as well. So you can really fine tune this to exactly what you would like and what looks best to you. Now, I left it on standard for the test just so you could see what it was like out of the box, and I had the built-in speakers at 70% just to give you a good idea. So there you go. That's my review of the TOPBEN native 1080p home theater projector. Now, the things that I really like about this is autofocus, auto keystone. You don't really have to set anything up. It does it all for you. It's got a fully sealed optical engine. It also provides Wi-Fi in both bands, and it also provides a fast Bluetooth for hooking up external speakers or even playing to the speakers of the actual projector from your phone or your tablet or something like that. Now, you did hear that the speakers were very good in my test, and they overpowered any fan noise, and I didn't notice it at all. Overall, it's got a great image clarity, great brightness to this, boasting 800 ANSI lumens. And overall, I think TOPBEN has a very solid projector on its hands. If you're looking for a home theater projector that maybe you want to do movie night outdoors, or you just want something to play your game console on, or something, or media consumption like watching movies and things like that, then this is going to be excellent. This definitely gets a thumbs up from me. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.